If you don't teach your children what made you, they will become less than you.
Welcome back on the channel. Today we're back again with Joshua Maponga. Let's go.
You say you don't want your children, they will come back to your grave asking you, how did you make it? Because look at these children who are growing up with silver spoons in their mouth. What do they do with their money? Do they invest it or they spend it? Who in their right minds would sign off a check of 300,000 in a pub in Senten? When it takes you more than 6 months to raise that kind of money in legitimate business. So they say their children will not bother them, but take it from me, if you don't teach your children hard labor, you will look after your grandchildren.
The great bishop, would you comment on this toxic culture that young people are living today, where young people are transacting on sex? You go to nightclubs, you go to this toxic culture that we are in, of indotamast, where family values can't be found in this generation anymore.
That's a very good question,
I would not be able to spare the value of rites of passage within a culture, because it's within the rites of passage that generations inform the next generation as physiologically their developments. You are now oriented to be told, with this kind of body development, these are the things you must expect. And as you grow further, you are introduced to yourself again. In some certain cases, even names are put into those spaces. Not only the boy child or the girl child, but both groups grow up together. So that by the time people are meeting at a certain level, we believe that there's a certain amount of value, cultural value, that they meet to transact and interact on. Urbanization and the mining lifestyle of the 60s, the hostel lifestyles, have just moved from Tokoza to Senten. But basically, you're looking at mine children. You're looking at miners who are mining Bitcoin, on the internet, who are mining in offices.
Truly, there's no cultural value today.
But the mindset is exactly the same software. You may die tomorrow. The mind may collapse on you tomorrow. So when you have an opportunity to be frivolous, to enjoy life, you do it now. Tomorrow you may die. You may wake up with nothing. So basically the psychology of the community, of the African community, has been destabilized to such an extent that in all that pleasure, there is no direct intention of building retirement homes for themselves. They think that they're going to retire in penthouses in Da Vinci. And they forget that Da Vinci is a lifestyle that is maintained at 25, 30,000 a night, only as long as there is income. And once there's an upset, ask yourself how many other people owned that Da Vinci house before you got there, and where are they now? So it's always trading long-term goals for short-term pleasure. It's short-sightedness that you can buy a cell phone for 36,000, which expires in 1 year, and you don't even have a goat or a cow or a chicken or an investment in a shop somewhere which can begin to generate income for you, and you always want to have the latest gadgets next to you, etc. And I'm so glad about China. Now with these things you're telling us about 36,000, now we know the true value. It just depends where you buy it, but they're as cheap as my phone that I have. So this whole thing of Senten, unethical, immoral, toxic behavior, as you call it,
from reality. Stress relief.
I think it's a stress relief of a culture and a nation that is literally troubled. I see that as a symptom, as a breathe out center, where young people don't want to be told anything. They just want to dance away. They want to drink that. They wish they could actually disappear in the midst of that and not come back to reality, which is a sedative of reality, because intoxication gets you drunk today only to remind you tomorrow that your problems have never left.
Young people are worried, the great bishop, if we would be able to build families, have partners, build our family systems because of the caliber or the quality of the people or the society that is producing. What would you say to young people who want to get married, who want to, not even married because that's another, who want to build together and start a family?
I wrote a status yesterday when I said, look after your child well. They may end up in my house. There's no way you're going to find a good partner anywhere, because every family is bringing up the children the way you are bringing up your children. So you spoil them. I'm also spoiling mine. The two spoiled brats will meet, and let's see, both of you are going to harvest chaos.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one. Let's go.